Welcome back to Free Pizza, where we bring you all the details on entertainment, hits, and misses. Today, we're counting down the top 5 biggest box office flops of 2024. These aren't indie films or modest projects. These are high-budget, big studio productions with major stars and massive marketing efforts. Yet, for one reason or another, these films just didn't click with audiences. Let's break down the factors behind these surprising failures, starting at number 5. Number 5, ISS, a high-stakes thriller that didn't launch. At number 5, we have ISS, a suspenseful sci-fi thriller directed by Gabriella Cowperthwaite. Set aboard the International Space Station, the movie dives into high tensions as astronauts from rival nations face off during a global conflict back on Earth. The concept was intense and intriguing, but audiences weren't drawn to this dark, confined drama. With a modest $20 million budget, ISS still only managed to bring in $6.5 million globally. Despite decent reviews, its limited marketing and bleak storyline couldn't compete with other high-action blockbusters in theaters at the time. It's a reminder that even with a unique setting and tense plot, movies sometimes need broader appeal to gain traction at the box office. Number 4, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, a nostalgia play that turned icy. Next, we have Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, Sony's attempt to revive the iconic franchise yet again. Following the success of Ghostbusters Afterlife, expectations were high for this sequel. However, Frozen Empire faced an unexpectedly chilly reception. Although the budget was significant, it only managed to gross $40 million worldwide, a small fraction of what Sony hoped to make back on this franchise revival. Critics felt the film leaned too heavily on nostalgia without bringing fresh energy to the storyline. In an era where franchises must evolve or face backlash, Frozen Empire failed to draw in both new and nostalgic audiences, leading Sony to rely on merchandising and streaming deals to offset losses. Number 3, Arthur the King, Mark Wahlberg's canine adventure falls short. In third place, Arthur the King was a heartwarming true story about an adventurer and his loyal dog. Starring Mark Wahlberg, the movie was set up as a feel-good alternative to summer blockbusters. But with a modest $7.6 million domestic opening, it quickly fell behind bigger titles like Dune Part 2 and Kung Fu Panda 4. The film faced fierce competition and struggled to stand out amidst a crowded release schedule. While Wahlberg's star power usually attracts audiences, the movie's sentimental tone couldn't quite capture enough interest. With heavy competition and limited marketing, Arthur the King fell to the wayside, demonstrating how critical timing and marketing are for even the most endearing stories. Number 2, Madam Webb, a superhero movie that didn't swing. Coming in at number 2 is Madam Webb, a Marvel-adjacent movie by Sony that tried to expand the Spider-Man universe in a new direction. Starring Dakota Johnson and featuring a unique focus on a lesser-known character, the film was intended to intrigue superhero fans. Unfortunately, poor reviews and a lackluster storyline led to a disappointing performance at the box office, with earnings falling far short of what superhero flicks typically pull in. Critics pointed out that Madam Webb lacked the charisma and storytelling power expected of Marvel films, and audiences quickly lost interest. The film serves as a reminder that even the most popular superhero universes can face setbacks, especially when the focus shifts away from established, beloved characters. Number 1, Dune, Part 2, a sci-fi epic that couldn't go the distance. Taking the number 1 spot is perhaps the most surprising flop of the year, Dune, Part 2. With huge expectations following the success of Dune Part 1, many believed this sequel would be a box office giant. But despite a loyal fan base and visually stunning cinematography, Dune Part 2 faced delays, mixed reviews, and stiff competition, which all contributed to its underwhelming box office performance. The film's slower, more contemplative pace didn't appeal to general audiences looking for action-packed entertainment, and some fans felt it didn't meet the high bar set by its predecessor. Its box office struggles show that even beloved franchises need to adapt to shifting audience expectations, and Dune's team will likely reconsider their approach for any future installments. And that's our countdown of the top 5 biggest box office flops of 2024. These films prove that in Hollywood, big budgets and famous faces don't always guarantee success. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Free Pizza for more entertainment insights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.